Where is my Parry Dex Compensation? Damn it, Doc Ock is still broken months on, Gamora buff details revealed, and Grandmaster Bug Compensation coming soon. Woo! Yes, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. I nearly smacked my knees against that table, like it's a dodge for me and it's a well done for me there. Started the video right. Yes, we got lots to go over. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. Now, we must give thanks on screen now, and thank you so much to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as well as a Patreon. As a lot of you know, I do this as a full-time job and requires a lot of time and effort to do research and getting things together, editing and all that stuff. So I appreciate the support, appreciate the love whilst I'm doing that. And also those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan Live as an Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime free sub person. Also those that give tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs as well, and as well bits and donations. I haven't been streaming that much of late because of I've got a sore throat, and as well I have my second vaccine. So yeah, I'm a bit groggy at the moment, but I'm persevering and getting through. That's the way. We kick off the news by talking about something. If you don't know already, I did talk about this probably a couple years ago. Arnie2, a member of the community, has done the Alliance Wars Diversity tool. This is a free tool that's available and you can support it, and I do welcome people to support this via Patreon as well as PayPal, because of the amazing work that Arnie2 has done over the years to create and also manage this amazing tool for the community. It has a step-by-step guide about setting up your alliance for Alliance Wars, the diversity and understanding elements of it. It's really simple to use, has very simple steps, and is very much mobile friendly. Arnie's background is in software engineering, and as well, you know, you can get regular updates on the diversity tool, the things he's adding to it, features and stuff like that. So yeah, go and support Arnie2 and the Alliance Wars Diversity tool, which is links are in the description down below. Okay, we're going to kick off with some very important stuff, some news coverage as we normally do, stuff in the community. Now, if you remember back in April, there was this problem with Doc Ock. What was that problem, Ridge? Well, that was all about life stealing or regen stealing, whatever you want to call it, not working properly, and players were kind of annoyed because it was an element of Doc Ock they wanted to play around with. So yeah, really annoying, needs to be fixed. Kabam gave some hope to say, look, you know, that we're investigating, but April 7th turns into April 20th and still under investigation a little bit further. So again, a bit disappointing there that nothing had really been done. And things went incredibly quiet. And players that like Doc Ock, believe it or not, players like certain champions that aren't, you know, your god tiers within the game. There's some stuff that players get around using quite nicely. Either way, by June 19th, so 2 months later, Kabam Lotto says that it's under investigation still and hasn't been completed. Disappointing, really disappointing again for players. A month ago, it was a case, people saying silent nerve, you know, any update, no update, and champion updates. Here fixed an issue where the signature ability Power Drain was displayed as Power Lock, which who cares about the icon? Fix the actual broken part of the signature. Chemistry Sig is still broken, so the chemistry element to his scientific kit is not working as normal. And you know, moving on, nothing. We are now into August, and some very passionate Doc Ock players are looking for answers, and we have got absolutely zilcho in response at the moment. So I would welcome Kabam. Please look into this for the players that are, you know, big fans of Doc Ock and would like to see something. You know, as Terra says right here, 4 months. Yeah, it just would be nice for this to be looked at. So please look at it. Please give some answers to these players that would like to find out what's happening with Doc Ock. And now on to one of 2 compensation-based stories in the show to talk about today. Compensation, the word that players love, but also the one that Kabam fears. Yes, compensation. For a lot of players that want to, you know, get this Parry Dex compensation back, you're going to have a little bit longer of a wait. Now, here's the thing. Expect the unexpected with Kabam, but also expect them to also go to the furthest points of when they can deliver the compensation. If you don't know what I mean, then recently we had some information from Kabam, this was last week, saying that expect a compensation package heading your way before the end of the month. Now, before the end of the month can mean absolutely anything. From what I gather and how I kind of feel like Kabam's delivery system is, expect something between next Friday and the 31st of August. However, though, you know, Kabam could deliver it a little bit sooner. And it would be good to end this week, this Friday, with a load of revives and health potions. But let's face it, that is never going to be the case. So there are a lot of people that are kind of like going, compensation. And as Duality Cope says, yeah, well, I expect that to be like around August 31st. They've still got until then to do that. So it's before the end of the month. And that could be like 1 hour before the end of the month. That's how it could be really played. So if you're desperately looking for compensation, I would probably say your best bet is to expect expect the worst, but be pleasantly surprised with the best. That's kind of the way to kind of describe it. In any case, a lot of stuff is still full in swing since the issues have been somewhat resolved. I still don't see any massive improvements with the game, but unfortunately, this is a problem with the game. If Kabam put time-sensitive stuff on it, then you've just got to unfortunately carry on, and that's them's is the breaks, sadly. And if I know a few people have kind of like decided to leave the game as a result of this bad performance, and that's like don't blame you really, because at the end of the day, you would expect them to do better on this. Marvel Future Revolution is being released next week. By the way, I will be uploading more content on Rich's Revolution in the coming week. I'm trying to kind of save my throat because I can record a video and then it's just scuffed for like about an hour, and I have to have lozenges and hot drinks and stuff, and it's fine, and I can record again, and then you've got to do the same thing, rinse and repeat. So that's why I might be a bit kind of like tangy at the end of my sentences. That's a word. Right, move on. Next story. Right, now we're going to turn our attention to Gamora and the Gamora buff. Now, with this, I'm a bit, a bit confused. It just kind of feels like there doesn't seem to be much of a change in any case. This looks and reads as more of a tune-up, especially on some numbers here or there. But that's really the thing. I just think this is going to be one of these champions that, unless you bring her into some fights and train about with her once she's been buffed, you won't really know any kind of damage comparison and changes, or has it really felt like the champion has been buffed in any kind of way. And that's what I think I need to do, is kind of like do a comparison video. Is taking the champion in state it is at the moment, and then comparing it off against like how it was. So that's what I'll do next week. It just seems like it reads. I don't know if Kabam haven't set it up very well as well, because they've done signature ability here, and it's kind of like confused matters, because it's like, okay, well, in the game it's like set up like that, but then Kabam have set it up like this, so it's like, okay, oh yes, oh, so you're in Godslayer, right, you're in Godslayer mode by there to there. So I'm looking at going like, oh, that doesn't look like it was in the signature ability, but I suppose that's the thing with the Spotlight, it is what it is. Just quick like scan some of the numbers. It does look like the bleed damage has been ramped up a lot, so that's good on the SP1. And then on some of the other things like the critical damage multiplier, which that's remained the same. Again, it's hard to go like, okay, you go, okay, this has been changed, but then it's like, okay, that's that been changed. Godslayer Strike is used. It goes on cooldown for 100 seconds. Now, does this feel like it's the same? I don't know if it's the case. It begins each fight. Godslayer ready. Okay. It's 55% to 100% chance to activate. So I don't know if there is any kind of like fundamental. Feels like a massive change has been done. I guess what they might have done is done some stuff with the signature ability so to make sure it goes like, okay, well, you don't have to awaken Gamora to get the maximum elements of her damage potential. So that's really something we'll have to test next week or the week after. The week after. Whether or not it's any good, but for some players are looking at it as why I'm going as well as I'm going like, is this a buff? Has this been changed? So we'll have to see in the next couple of weeks. And now on to compensation story part 2. So if anybody doesn't know, there has been some issues with the Grandmaster fight. A lot of players aren't too happy with it, and I've got to be honest, like if it's something that is frustrating you, then it's going to be one of these questionable things whether you're interested to grind it or not. It was bugged back on the 18th and should be fixed now. I say should be because, I suppose we're meant to be finding out if these things are fixed or not. But yeah, it has been causing a lot of pain, and that's the thing. That compensation is something that players are interested to find out. As I said, 18th, it should have been fixed, and in the furthest conversation was back on the 18th. The team will be looking into who would have been affected by this before the fix went out, though, given the amount of data that needs to be sifted through and sorted, any revised potions being sent out will likely be coming next week. I would say with this, don't get your hopes up that you'll get a massive payout package for compensation for this particular situation, because, hey, it's happened before where we've been hopeful on, hey, you deserve about 10 revives, and you've turned out that you've only got 5 revives in compensation. So don't get your hopes up on this, that you'll receive a big compensation package. But still very, very frustrating for players, and especially as of yesterday. Yeah, like I know people are asking whether it's been fixed. Yeah, as player here says, yes, the link nodes work fine now. Good. So you can go back into the Grandmaster fight, and compensation will be out next week for that. Okay, next up we have got a big shout out to Big Kid Scotty, who does some amazing funny videos, and this one is no exception because it is hilarious. It is replacing noises of Marvel Contest of Champions with his own. And I'm going to play a snippet, right? I want you to go and watch the full video, but let's just listen to some stuff.
Hey, where'd he go, bro? Clank, clank. Pow! Bing, 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 bing. Boom. Magic. Bing, bing. Autobots, roll out. Transformers, robots in disguise.
That's my favourite one, by the way. That Transformers one. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the video. Go and check it out for yourself. It is hilarious. There's his second one in it, so make sure to watch the first one. It's all hilarious stuff and the stuff I like. If you've been to some of my live streams, you'll know that I do like the, I'm gonna go like pow, pow, slap, like just I do my own sound effects with it. So yeah, go and check it out. Now we end the week as we normally do with Art Corner. Now there's a lot. There's 86 more messages to go over, so I'll try and do as much as possible in this edition of Art Corner. Amazing community people in the Art Corner section of the RichTheMan Discord, but as well part of the Marvel Contest of Champions community. Kalantak, as we know, does some amazing work, as we can see right here with this Cosmic Ghost Rider. That looks absolutely amazing. There's some different angles that right there. Incredible. We've also got from Kalantak as well a Beta Ray Bill, or kind of like a Crocker Beta Dino Thor. So Dino Thor. I should have read the thing at the bottom. Dino Thor there. That looks incredible as well. And what else do we have? Well, we have more of the kind of the Dino Thor from the design point. Kalantak is incredibly talented, by the way, if you don't know already, and also does content. I'll link his Twitter down there. There's a fan-made Eternals background here. This looks incredible. Imagine if this was what was released in I think it's November time. That would be amazing. There's some artwork here by Freezy. Wow, that's ice cold. Look at that. That's incredible. I can see that being sprayed on the side of a building. You know, that'd be some amazing like tag art and stuff. Got an Airwalker here by, is it Mythos? Which looks really cool. I love that. That's amazing. Deathstalker has got this. Some anime. That's fine. Not big into anime. I like some animes, but not loads of it. A Scott Pilgrim thing. Oh my god, that's a Scott. I am a massive fan of Scott Pilgrim. I love that film. It is one of my favourite films because it's Edgar Wright that's directed it. I love Edgar Wright films. Thing versus the World. Look at that. Oh, that is amazing. So yeah, that's M1 TOS T0S or whatever. That does look amazing. Is that Sid Soul Legend? Has done this amazing Black Panther. Brilliant, fantastic work. And we'll do a few more. Another one from M1 Itos. There we go. Or Mitos, I'll just say Mitos. There's America Chavez. Brilliant. And Colin has a beard. Good to see Colin has a beard. He's now working on a new project, Spider-Man 2099. There's the first part. There's the second part. You can see that the red coming in. Looking amazing. Well done. Great work. Keep it up. And there we go. Is the third part. There's the colour is coming in. I was lovely to see these things in kind of like working process. So amazing work. I think what we'll do is we'll do that. Actually, that's it. And then there's an edited photo there by Soul Sliver. Anyways, Slaughter. So yeah, there we go. That has been Art Corner. That has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing. I've now got to record the podcast and some Marvel Future Revolution content for Rich's Revolution because it's going global next week and I'm really hyped and really excited for it, although I'm quite behind on getting my MCOC stuff done. But with perseverance and a smile, we carry on. Appreciate you very much. Make sure as well to check out some content posted on screen right now, recently been posted. And I'll see you all very soon. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Lots of content the weekend as well. Bye-bye.